Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and welcome back to another episode of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. And continuing where we left off, Helen Priest has given us the job to go into the mines and uncover more truths or secrets regarding Captain Pennington, who has turned from the efficient captain into somewhat of a tyrant. And we'll see if there's any truth to that. But before we start, I want to go see what that haunting case is about.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean, as wolf pelts go, it's pretty. We'd have more than enough
Strange.
of them.
The
Folk
captain
in
doesn't
Boston
strike
are
me
not
as a
short
petty
of wolf
tyrant.
pelt.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You alright, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop 'em coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted. The good news is that I can help.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? Nah, I ain't important enough to be haunted. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
Okay. Fair enough.
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
They're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick. Them who stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit, my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. And now, leastways. The fight's not fair, is it?
Maybe they deserve it. Maybe we do too.
Maybe we do. Wish I knew what we'd done to bring this shite down upon us. Mind you, we'd probably just go and do it again.
Had any good scuttle lately?
I'd spill it if I have it, but be quick. I'm busy.
We've known an officer or three, you and me. So, tell me about the captain.
In nigh on 20 years' service, I've not met a commander more efficient, nor one so relentless. Ever a pain in the ass, aye. But a good one. But that was then and this is now. He's not the man he was. Still a pain in the arse, mind.
What think you now of Helen Priest?
Wow, she's like her husband. Only yet better. Command is in her blood. She reminds me of my old mum. The Queen of Topsfield Common, we used to call her. Born to give orders, she was. And you dare not disobey.
Did you know Sebastian Priest?
I surely did. Good man, hell of a soldier. Had kingly ideals, but did not strut like a crow in the gutter. Hero is an ill-used tag, oft misassigned. But Lieutenant Priest was a hero, and a proper one at that.
So learning a bit about everyone here,
Peaceful watch to you.
especially coming from the different soldiers and shopkeepers and other civilians in the fort.
Good day to you. Good day, mate. You Pennington's reinforcements?
Red McRaith, the Banisher.
Sorry to disappoint. Nah, too bad. We could use a fellow like you. Theodore Shepherd, marksman, and there are none better. I teach some of the lads here. Perhaps we could show you a thing or two.
I shoot well enough, thinking you. Where did you learn to shoot, Mr. Shepherd?
In the war, mate.
King Philip's War.
Aye. Joined up soon as I came of age. Trotted off to war against the Indians. Shooting came natural. Once, I shot a man down from full 500 yards. How'd you like that? I'm a goddamn Lionheart, I am.
Something tells me he's being facetious.
Tell me about your world.
Which bit?
How about Captain Pennington's bit of your world?
Captain? I don't know it. He keeps to himself, and I keep to mine. Tell the truth, I think he's losing it. Can't blame him, to be honest. You'd blame the curse, but he's always been a close-mouthed so-and-so. Been that way since he lost his wife and kid.
Pennington's family died.
I didn't say they died, though maybe they did. Either way, they're definitely gone, and the captain is the worse for it.
Helen Priest, tell me how she fits in your world.
They don't let women go to war, but for her, they should make an exception. Pity Pennington doesn't trust her far as he could throw her. I've fought side by side with many a good man. None are better than Helen Priest.
How about you tell me more about yourself?
Mate, all you need to know is I'm the finest shot this side of the wide blue sea. Priest and Pennington are too busy fighting to see it.
I'll be on my way.
And may the way be good to you, mate.
Very confident in his marksman abilities. I do want to help Mr. White, though,
Good to see you.
but it looks like
As
we
you-
can't. That's too
I'd
bad.
like to help him. Old soldier
Oh.
and all.
Here we
All
go.
right. Let's start with his billet.
As I was. Okay, glad we're able to help White. I think he's a good soldier. A good lad he is.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are you?
And I might have this feeling that this could involve Talbot Williams, that young soldier who perished and whose letters we have found to his dear Ethel and written by the captain of the guard to his wife. Let's see if that holds true. In honor of the bravery of Andrew White, King Philip's War, 1678. God bless the king.
Reward given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
Andrew White's wife letter to Andrew White, Fort Jericho. My love, I am sending you this letter so that you will not worry about our situation. My parents welcomed us with open arms. My mother was so happy to see her grandchildren that she prepared a real feast. My father grumbled a bit, as he always does. He can't wait to get back to calm, but he's still very happy to have some help in the fields. He will never admit it, but he is proud of our two strong sons. Besides, Isaac and Abraham are quite happy to be back in Providence. They say that the rules are less harsh there, and I can only agree with them. I can't wait to come back to your side, my darling. I'm afraid of what might happen to you. I think it's high time we left New Eden for good. This town is cursed, I've always told you. I hope you are well, and that your nightmares are not haunting you too much. Don't forget what the nurse gave you. Despite the distance, continue to sing every night, hoping that my songs reach you and reassure you, as usual. I love you with all my heart, your wife, Karina White. Well, it's good to know he has a loving family at home. Very important in these times. Andrew White's promotion letter, the 16th of July, 1677, to Private Andrew White of the Massachusetts Militia under the orders of Lieutenant Pennington. White, Bearing in mind your recent endeavor on the battlefield, on the advice of your lieutenant, you are promoted to a role commensurate with your skills. Henceforth, you shall be a recruiting sergeant, responsible for ensuring the replenishment of our forces with well-trained men, initially to camp at Haverhill. Colonel Addard. An addendum. As we discussed, your health deteriorates and the incident has not helped. You're a good man, White. Pennington.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
Interesting. There's a chest in there, but no way to get in there yet. So Andrew White is sick with something. So let's see if we can't find out what.
Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
King James Bible looks like it is. Okay. Another King James Bible.
Storeroom. Locked.
Maybe it's on the other side. Find Andrew's record in the armory. It's up there. So I think we have to go back behind it, perhaps? Yeah, there's that right there. Can go around this way. Oh. Perhaps over here? Yeah. Okay, we can. Captain Pennington's report about Flora Abbott. June 1695. Miss Flora Abbott has joined the company to fight against the monsters. I'll take every hand I can get. The steadier the better. Miss Abbott, having demonstrated that her hand is steadier than any man's, by shooting a thimble on a post from a full 200 paces, is hereby contracted to the train band. Those who would complain, Theodore Shepard, principal among them, can go to hell. So, Flora Abbott is a much better shot than Mr. Theodore Shepard. Captain Pennington's report about Theodore Shepard. New Eden, the 23rd day of May, 1691. Theodore Shepard is contracted to the train band. A veteran of King Philip's War, he is the finest shot I have ever seen. Less admirable is his arrogance, but I suspect the two come hand in glove. Okay. So maybe Theodore can back up his talk. And we have a legacy cache. Eliza, my grandfather has at last passed away. I made sure he left me a small legacy. It isn't much, but it shall tie us over to the next year. Soon we shall be wed. When you are in need, find him. Fortune favors those who wake at daybreak. Forever yours, A. Captain Pennington's report about Anne Wings. A note to them as reads it. Nurse Anne Wings is as fine a nurse as one could want. Born to the trade, she is invaluable. I do not know how the sick and injured would fare without her. Neither do I know how she would fare without the sick and injured. Keeps records about everybody in here. Captain Pennington's report about Andrew White, 8 June 1677. Last morning, I took 12 men and rode out from Portsmouth in search of an attachment from the Plymouth militia, late arriving after 3 days' mission of patrol. A half-day's ride north, we came across their remains, only one survivor. As he recounted the details of the Indian ambush their attachment faced, I was impressed by the fortitude of this young private. Andrew White is a promising and devilishly robust soldier and shall join the Massachusetts militia under my command. He shall also be accordingly rewarded for his bravery. Signed, Lieutenant Saul Pennington.
A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. I bet he'd rather have his sleep back.
Can't change what's done. Time heals all, or so I'm told. Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
Captain Pennington's report about Helen Priest. In case of trouble and or strife, may this report correct any error in the record. Miss Helen Priest is a woman of the highest value, combative and capable. The fort does well with her present. It would do better without. For all her capacities, she lacks the most basic, loyalty. Interesting. I wonder if that's potentially to absolve him
Perhaps
of
the key.
liability, but let's read this. War never changes. Is there any good reason to start a war? Yes, say the kings. No, say the widows. Who cares, said my military teachers. For we are soldiers, paid to fight, kill, and die. Was there a way to avoid war with the Indians? Maybe. But there has been too much betrayal and too much blood spilled to ever settle peace again. We failed as a God-loving and rising nation, and I could be disposed for just writing this by people who never saw the dead bodies of the women and children, colonists and native alike, in the burnt ruins of their farms and villages at rainy dawns. I was among the soldiers who were sent to Bloody Brook after the massacre to count the bodies. I was among those who fought at the Great Swamp Fight of 1675, and I take no pride in this slaughter. My dreams are haunting me. I really hope this new command I took in this New Eden town will keep me away from any new war I would be asked to win. And war never changes. Captain Pennington's report about Cotton Peabody. Cotton Peabody may like me, but I do not like him. As long as he does his work and keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut, he'll have no trouble. But I am suspicious of his nature and shall be watching. Captain Pennington's report about Sebastian Priest. New Eden, 5 June 1688. Sebastian Priest is promoted and shall serve as my lieutenant. The ceremony was simple but joyful. Priest's wife, impressive despite the recent loss, assured me her husband shall not disappoint. Good. I need a strong officer to organize the quarantine to come. Maybe Pennington is as tyrannical as we may believe. And that's worrisome, right? I would like to give Pennington benefit of the doubt that he is only doing what is best for the people, but I don't know if we can be so sure. But let's continue with this haunting and investigate the infirmary.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddammit! Careful! Ah!
I know. Shh. My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings, Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a Banisher. Name's Raith, but you may call me Red.
Red, a pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
So, how'd you end up here? What brought you to nursing?
That, sir, is a personal question.
I'm a personable man.
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick. Afterwards, I swore I'd serve others when they were sick. And here I am. What about you?
I fell in love with a Banisher. One of the best. Spent the happiest years of my life with her.
And where are they now?
Antea died in the meeting house in New Eden Town.
Ah, that was you. I should have known. I'm so very sorry for your loss, Red. So very sorry.
Times being as they are, how come you only have the one patient?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history of contagion. Folk worry.
What does he have?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask him yourself.
All right. I'll not press you. Did you not fear infection?
If I did, I would not show it.
What's the word around here?
I don't see folk much. I stay here, keep to myself.
No visitors? No other patients?
Helen Preece comes when she can. Captain Pennington would sometimes visit Mr. Peabody, but I haven't seen him in a while now.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He fought King Philip in the Wampanoag. Led his company well, I'm told. It's not for me to like or dislike him, unpleasant though he may be.
Tell me about Helen Preece.
The bold lieutenant's widow. He's dead some years now, and she's not remarried. She's as much a soldier as her husband was. A fighter. Commanding, too. Even dead, you can see his influence in her bearing.
I think I know how that feels. What about you? How do you feel?
I'm alive and well. I'll not complain. I can be strong for those less fortunate.
You're a good soul, Nurse Wings.
I do my best, Mr. McRaith. I'm sure you do yours.
Farewell, Nurse Wings.
Farewell, and good health, sir.
All right. Mr. Peabody.
Oh, there are you. Queen Mary Stuart.
Well, I've met Mary II, and she's a little prettier than I. I'm Red Raith. I'm a Banisher.
The Banisher come to gloat at sick old Cotton Peabody. Well, piss off. There's a sudden stink of death in here, Scotsman, and it ain't from me.
Where did you fight, soldier?
None of your business, Scotsman.
This comrade is why no one wants to talk to you.
You know, soldier, you're a brawler and a rebel, and if you fought at all, I'll wager you lost. I'm a proper soldier, me. Self-made, too. Left the family farm and signed up to fight them Indians. I learned the hard way, in the blood and the snow. Fought under the captain himself, I did. And followed him here and joined the train band.
When did you get sick?
What's it to you? I'm not so sick as I can't give some nosy Scotsman what for.
When I'm sick, I get surly too. What's the word around here?
No one tattles to me stuck in here. Captain came by once, worried for Andrew White. Seems the old boy screams in his sleep.
There's a lot of it about. White's a gate guard, right? What's his story?
He sees ghosts in his sleep. He's dreaming. Real ghosts come when you're awake.
Tell me about the captain. Speak freely, I'll not get back to him.
Let you get back to him. The captain is the best of us, and I'm proud to serve him. Proud, too, to give him my guidance when he'd call. Not that he calls no more. Suppose he has too much on his plate. Time's precious for the likes of the captain, eh?
Tell me about Helen Priest. I promise it won't get back to her.
Lieutenant's wife. Stood second to the captain herself. Now she's in command. Quite the rise, no?
How's life about the fort?
What do you want to hear? It's cold. We're hungry. Welcome to paradise.
All right. Mr.
As you were,
Peabody.
Mr. Peabody. See you about.
Not like I can go anywhere anyways.
You did give us some good insight into what's bothering Mr. White, though. And that he is being, I don't want to say pursued by these nightmares, but they are haunting him pretty bad. Anne Wing's medical record number 1, 8th of May, 1692. A first amputation, very young, poor boy. 15th of June. Mindlaw knows many herbal remedies and would teach me. 5 days later, on the 20th, I healed a soldier of a 5-day fever, Upatorium profiliatum. And next month, on the 15th of August, 1692, arnica root for back pain, some response. Her medical records, number 2, 23rd of April, 1689. Echinacea did well on old Miller's toothache, the 6th of June. Simicifuga racemosa, or myrtle, for women's pain. I should not forget this one. 13th of September. Rumor of epidemic in the mines in the mountains. I'm forbidden to go. I am vexed. 29th of October. I learned today that oil of wintergreen may ease the king's evil. I pray I shall never need it. Medical records number 4. Raspberry bush roots heals dysentery, possibly also causes it. W leaves, dried. 1 week or more. Try tea with other plants. W oil, 2 drops. Sharp flavor. Pale yellow liquid, not pale brown. Maybe also try with a different type of wintergreen. Gaultheria procubans. Ooh, Andrew White's medical report, part 1. Notes about the patient Andrew White. 12th of March, 1689. Private Andrew White has been having recurrent nightmares for many years. Since 1682, he says, even if he's had trouble sleeping since 1678 and the end of the war. His treatment and the evolution of his condition will be annually recorded here. The year 1689. The treatment with herbal infusions has made it easier for the patient to sleep during the year. The nightmares become less frequent. One anxious delirium was reported after the anniversary date of Andrew's comeback from the war. The year is 1690. The patient's case improves slowly. Depending on the month, his doses of herbs are doubled. No anxious deliriums. The year is 1691. Private White is calmer and rested. However, 2 heavy anxiety episodes have occurred. The patient finds it difficult to talk about his dreams, but admits to seeing a blurred figure at times. The year, 1692. The herbs no longer seem to be effective. I am looking for a new treatment. According to the patient, his nightmares are more frequent and frightening. No other heavy crisis to report. And in 1693, The new treatment is working. The nightmares are scarcer, but more intense. Depending on the month, the doses must be doubled. No anxious deliriums. 1 year later, in 1694, the treatment has lost its effect. Nightmares are more recurrent and intense. The patient is suffering from chronic fatigue. 6 episodes this year. The patient does not dare to talk about his nightmares. Okay, so learned a bit about his nightmares. What's in here? And part 2 of his medical record. Notes about the patient Andrew White, September 1694. The patient's nightmares have increased in intensity. He is very anxious and skips meals. That December, the departure of the children from New Eden and thus of Private White's family have caused him terrible insomnia. Next month, in January of 1695, the patient gradually regains sleep. The mixture of certain herbs seems to help a little with sleep. 1 month later, fewer nightmares. The patient is, however, more anxious. He doesn't want to talk about the man he sees in his dreams. In March, Private White spends some nights in the infirmary. He starts to be affected by dementia. However, this does not last more than half an hour. And in May, the patient has calmed down but still lacks sleep. However, he speaks of shadows and figures appearing sometimes at night when he is not sleeping. And finally, in June, the anxious deliriums are much more recurrent. He sleeps very little. Something seems to have awakened old, painful memories. Private White does not dare to talk about it, but he seems to recognize the figure that stalks him in nightmares.
13 years is a long time to live haunted.
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it to himself. Must have been hellish.
And
I'll
so
talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit.
we learned something new about Andrew White. So, a veteran soldier, Andrew White suffered from night terrors but refused to talk about it. Believing White haunted, Red went searching for the truth and learned that an incident from Andrew's past still weighed heavily upon him. And Andrew White won a medal fighting in King Philip's War. And suffering from soldier's nostalgia, Andrew White hallucinates. The last of the old soldiers still serving with the New Eden train band. His uniform is weathered and worn by years of war, and so, at his heart, is he. The burdens of a soldier indeed. Let's see if we can talk to him about it, and like Red said, hopefully try and put him at ease. What do we have here?
Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McRaith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us.
Reveal the spectral trace. Okay.
Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrea.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's cute following these stains.
Here, we can go on. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept night. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years, withering, decades even. It's a awful way to go. Oh, they do look annoyed.
I think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us.
He could be very well playing with us, but I don't get that feeling from the ghost
He's
that that's
leading
his
us
intention. I do see a spectral place
I'm
over
losing
here.
the trail. Hold on.
Get lost, won't you?
Let's uncover this, shall we?
Spectres have gathered around. Why not force them to appear?
Reveal your true self.
Standing by.
And our modifier is more light and punch attack damage. So let's take advantage of that with Antea.
Enough!
This isn't over yet.
Banish him.
Me! More fun.
I have another in sight. I think we've hit a nerve.
Very nice. +1 to all attributes. And we have some Nessilt too that we acquired from that. Plus a plethora of different upgrade resources. Okay, so let's continue and see what's haunting Andrew White. What is this over here?
Wait, the stain is fading.
Oh, okay. Definitely can't go there yet.
Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Oh, wow. Forgive yourself, mate. You must not give up. Be strong for me. You must live. Courage, my friend. I never blamed you, my friend. You must abide. So let's start from over here.
Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. Our new friend is waiting for us.
Okay. So we have a new thing about Joshua Gouge. A mute ghost, the spirit manifests with a horribly disfigured face and seems unable to speak but for mere grunts. There is an eerie vibe to the ghost, one of kindness and security. The ghost of Joshua Gouge wants Andrew White to put the past behind him. Before they could ask White about the incident, the Banishers were interrupted by a ghost. The spirit had difficulty talking, but beckoned them to follow him. There was something in the woods he wished them to see. Okay. Key to Bly Manor stolen effects. So we
This
found a
way.
key, but where is Bly Manor?
Away with you!
Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, though.
He wants us to follow him.
They've brought more friends. A wee Highland kiss for you.
Okay. Let's continue to follow the ghost trail, and I
The
believe
stain is
it.
fading.
Oh, it leads down here. Okay. And back up. I do think that they were more brothers in arms than they were enemies. And if they were enemies, then they had a high respect for each other.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Good jump! Plastering code! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Andrew's pistol, an old pistol belonging to Andrew. And this is a tie.
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? I'll do whatever it takes to end the haunting.
We'll do our jobs.
If only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that.
Okay. So we found out that Joshua Gouge was killed in battle with Andrew White by his side. The ghost of Joshua Gouge wants old comrade Andrew White to forgive himself and move on with his life. The spirit the Banishers learned was the ghost of Joshua Gouge, an old comrade of Andrew White, who believed himself responsible for his friend's death. The ghost, however, wished only for White to forgive himself and live a happy life. The Banishers concluded that Joshua's ghost was bound to Andrew by Andrew's silence. For Joshua to leave, Andrew must talk about the incident that cost him his life.
If the map is correct,
Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
he shouldn't.
Easier said than done. Shame is a queer bird. That shite doesn't wash off.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Is there something that I need to reveal down here? Because my Banisher ring is going off, and it was going off the last time we were here, but I don't know what for. Oh, there it is. It's hard to see in the snow. Okay, some pieces of 8 and ethereal bone fragments. Who is this?
Good day to you, Miss.
Miss? I'm the hunter Flora
Oh,
Abbott, and
Flora
I
Abbott.
never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McRaith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing cleverer than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
And we know Flora Abbott from Pennington's archives as being an excellent shot.
So you hunt for the fort? Are you part of the train band?
I serve, in my way. Before the curse, I traded with the people of New Eden. Meat and fur, bartered for whatever they had that I needed.
How did you end up in New Eden? You won't mind me saying that you're not like most people here.
And yet, I am a New Englander. Born on a farm not far from Boston, but always preferred the wild. So I came to New Eden. In time, I came to love it. It's cursed, and I'm still here, aren't I?
What do you know? Tell me about your day-to-day.
If I did, would you listen?
Talk to me of Captain Pennington.
I've worked for worse. I'm able and I give him no trouble. In return, he makes sure I get none. He respects me. That makes him an excellent judge of character. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
Not my favorite person, if I'm honest, but in the fight against the dead, she's an asset.
How are you yourself?
I do my work and do it well. Though few notice.
Good to get
I'll
to
take
know
my
the
leave of
people
you,
at the fort still.
I'll not stop you.
Like Flora. Straight and to the point. Decent personality. Let's talk to Andrew, shall we?
Anything to report?
I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
In a tavern in Paris, with 3 of my comrades, a Turkman stood us drinks and offered us work, fighting for the Ottomans against the Viennese, and the Poles, the Prussians, and whoever else. And the pay was good. A villa each in Cyprus and slaves all of our own. I said I'd not have slaves and I'd not turn my coat. I will, said my friend Lucas. But I'll free the slaves. Mark shook his hand and wished him well. 9 months later, my band ambushed a Turkish emissary on escort to Venice. I found Lucas by the side of the road. I buried him where he fell.
Well, probably wasn't you that shot him, was it? Hard to know, I suppose. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapor rising as a man's life pulls beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past, and men long gone.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're not wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worst of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes, too, from themselves. You can't see it now. But you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have done it right. I shot you. I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard. It's time to end the story.
I think this is a pretty easy choice, too. We cannot blame Andrew, nor can we banish Joshua. So we will ascend him.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
Farewell.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it. Don't you have any ghosts to chase?
Okay. So we learned a bit about Andrew. That he actually shot his friend Joshua dead. And since then has been haunted by Joshua. And I think we made the right decision to give Joshua his ascent. And hopefully freeing Andrew of the burden of guilt. Okay. So, with that being said, when we continue next episode, we're going to go into the mines and continue the main quest of Flame in the Dark. I still do want to find these golden points of interest. The only thing that is stopping me from doing these activities is I don't have the powers necessary to progress them yet. So we'll continue the main quest until we can get to that point. With that being said, I appreciate you stopping by, and see you next time.